What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're getting back into the season preview series. We're going to be going ahead and covering the Seattle Kraken, how they did last year, as well as their team stats, individual stats, taking a look at their breakdown of from cap friendly with their contracts, and talk about what I think that will happen this upcoming season. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future action. It doesn't cost you a single thing. It is free. We're trying to grow the community, so do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, join the community, and let's have some fun. But getting into it here today, the Seattle Kraken had a very solid year, made a nice little deep run into the playoffs, which a lot of people didn't expect from them. Finished the year with 46 wins, 28 losses, 8 overtime losses for a total of 100 points. They shocked the Colorado Avalanche in the playoffs as well, and really did give the Dallas Stars a good series, I think, in my mind, for where the Seattle Kraken are at. When it comes to individual stats from last year, Jared McCann having one of his best years of his career, 70 points in 79 games played. Vince Dunn, a very solid year on the back end, 64 points in 81 games played. Jordan Eberle, 63 and 82. Matty Beniers, who won Rookie of the Year, 57 points in 80 games played. And then rounding out the top 10, you have Gord, Sprong, Bjorkstrand, Schwartz, Burakovsky, and Wenberg. Burakovsky, to note, 39 points in only 49 games played. So if they can get him back fully healthy, man, things could be a lot different. They could do a lot more damage. Moving over to their cap, according to Cap Friendly, they still have about roughly $1 million worth of cap space. They do have a first, second, and 2 third-round picks in next year's draft. One player of note not on the screen right now is Andre Burakovsky. He's at $5.5 million over the next 4 seasons. He is currently still on the injured reserve list, so he doesn't have any effect on their cap as of right now. Contract years for a lot of their players, Jordan Eberle being one of the most noteworthy at $5.5 million this year. I expect him to be on a smaller deal after next season, potentially not even with the Kraken. You got Wenberg on a deal. Yamamoto, Tolevin, I think, is one of their biggest restricted contract year players coming up, other than Matty Beniers, but we already know that he's going to be re-signing with them. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, also going to be unrestricted after this upcoming season. And on the back end, they will just have Justin Schultz and Jacob Megna on the back end. And then between the pipes is Dreger, who is on a contract year. But overall, when it comes to the team as a whole, you would think that they wouldn't have depth, but they really do. With Eberle, Schwartz, Bjorkstrand, I mean, that's those 3 solid players right there. They don't have necessarily any superstars, but they have some very solid NHLers. Yanni Gord, Jared McCann, Wenberg, Tanev, Yamamoto, Tolevin, Beniers, and then from there it drops off with top-notch skill. But that's a lot of players, which is awesome for the front end. On the back end, they've got Dunn, Alexiak, Larson, Dumoulin, who they just picked up in free agency from the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've got Justin Schultz, Bjorgen. They've got Fleury and Megna. Honestly, they are super solid on the back end. I think that was one of their strong suits, was their D-core and defensive zone coverage from their forwards last year. Between the pipes, Grubauer, Dreger, and Decord. And again, there, Andre Burakovsky not listed on there since he has the injured reserve. Cap space for next season after this upcoming year is projected to be 27-ish some odd million. Now, depending on whether the cap goes up or down, and most likely it will go up, there'll be a little bit more room to sign some players if they want to bring some guys back, depending on the years they have, such as Tolevin, obviously Beniers. You got to re-sign. I think you got to consider re-signing Jordan Eberle, maybe have him finish his career there. See how Justin Schultz does. He is 33 years old. But overall, man, the Seattle Kraken team does look very solid on paper. Again, finished with 100 points last year. I expect another big year coming up from them. And getting into my prediction, breakout players, and what else. Jared McCann, if he can have another solid year, look out for him being a piece that maybe teams try to offer something big for. I know he's signed up basically for the next 4 years at $5 million, which I think is a great deal at 27 years old for both him and the Seattle Kraken, with that cap going up. and up every single year. I'll be really interested to see what Eberle does in a contract year at 33 years of age. He's basically playing for one more contract in the NHL. If he can have another big year like he did last year, finishing with 63 and 82, if he can be around that 65-point mark, I think he will definitely earn himself at least like one of those maybe 3-for-4s, 2-for-3 type deals. Bjorkstrand, really excited to see what he can do. But really, the two players I'm going to hone in on are Tolvanen and Beniers. Two young guys, 20 and 24 respectively. I want to see what they can do, especially Beniers. Dude has shown that he could be a potential superstar in the NHL and could be their cornerstone piece for this franchise moving forward for the next 5 to 10 years, potentially. Can he have a big sophomore season, or will it be a sophomore slump? I guess we will have to wait and see. On the back end, can Vince Dunn continue his success on the back end with the points? Last year, again, he had a total of 64. If he could be around that 70-point mark at $7.35 million, that's an absolute steal. If he can continue to get 65 to 70 points a season, that is great production on the back end. And then between the pipes, can Grubauer stay healthy? I know Martin Jones was their backup last year, who played a lot due to Grubauer injury, but can he stay healthy and potentially lead them to a nice little playoff run like last year with the team as a whole? Again, a lot of pieces coming back. I expect them to be another stout team like they were last year. They definitely have the salt and pepper throughout their lineup. Belmar, obviously Tanev, Alexiak, even Brian Dumoulin. You got some big bodies to go around and throw the body around. So really excited to see what the Seattle Kraken can do this upcoming season in the Pacific Division. Honestly, I expect them to be around where they were last year. 100 points, I think, is a fair ask for them. And I expect them to do it. Whether it's above or below by like 1 or 2 points, I expect them to be 102 to 98 point range for this upcoming season based on the team they have and if they are able to stay healthy throughout the season. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments if you agree with me about the Seattle Kraken. If not, let me know what you think. Who's your biggest player that you were looking forward to seeing other than Beniers, Tolvanen, and let's say Vince Dunn? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, as well as hit that like button if you guys did enjoy this video. Hit that subscribe button. We are growing like crazy, and I need your guys' help to do that. So tell your friends, 5 other friends, get people to subscribe to the channel to join the community. You've got some promo codes down below in the descriptions, SeatGeek and GFUEL, so be sure to go ahead and check those out. But that's it for this one. I hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.